I deserve none of that, but I thank you. I accept it. Welcome to Comic Artist Pro Secrets. I am Ethan Van Sciver. I'm a comic book artist. I have been for 25 years. I'm the illustrator of Jordan B. Peterson's 12 Rules for Life, and I'm a great big Star Wars fan, and that's why we're together right now. We are not laughing. We are not mocking the plight of Solo, a Star Wars story, which we have affectionately, quote unquote, dubbed as Soilo, a Soy Wars story. How many more times could we cram soy in there? If we could find a fourth way, we would do it. No, the wheels are coming off this movie, guys. It's in real trouble right now. It's in real jeopardy. Why? Why is it? Is it karma? It could be. This is Gabriel. Gabriel is a young man. He's a high school student. And not too long ago, he made a video called Why I Am Boycotting Solo, a Star Wars story. Now, Gabriel was a great big Star Wars fan, just like me. Grew up with it. He learned a lot of personal values. His morality, his moral compass, oftentimes was guided by lessons he learned in Star Wars. And now, as Disney has taken over the franchise and added very strange things to it, Gabriel no longer recognizes it as a source of morality or ethics or anything like that. It's no longer a guiding light. It's no longer a spiritual beacon. Instead, it's something corrupt and ugly, dark, sinister. And Gabriel has decided, enough, I can't let this into my heart. So he made a video from his heart, a very beautifully edited and directed video in which he explained how he felt deep inside about Star Wars and what it had become. Yeah, what Disney had allowed it to become, and why he was no longer interested. And it brought him no pleasure to make this video. It didn't make him feel good. It didn't make him feel cool. It made him feel sad, but it was something that he felt needed to be said. Now, of course, the Disney Lucasfilm shill media wannabe scumbags descended on this young man, yeah, like monsters from hell, jumping on his head. Comic Artist Pro Secrets, that's me, showed up to defend him, beat them back, beat those monsters back, gave Gabriel a little bit of breathing room. But the battle lines had been drawn. The battle lines had been drawn. The Disney shill media now saw fandom as the enemy. They called us divided. Yeah, they called us toxic. They called us all manner of names. And then, when we responded with a beautiful fashionable t-shirt, Soilo, a Soy Wars story. These are great t-shirts. You can order yours now if you'd like to. We also have Tico, a Soy Wars story. We've become Tico fans. Rose Tico, used to be kind of a joke, but we have affectionately adopted her as our personal meme. And now it's cool to like Tico. And that's fine. That is Comic Artist Pro Secrets. That's the logo. Don't buy imitations. Get this one. Anyway, so this t-shirt, it made Gabriel happy, but you know who it didn't make happy? Pablo Hidalgo, writer at Lucasfilm. Yeah, not happy at all. He saw those t-shirts and he called us shitheads. Did I edit that properly? I just say shitheads, one and all. Called us names. And then he tweeted this. This covers all of fandom. It actually describes Pablo Hidalgo himself, but let's read these twisted words. Quote, our continued and debilitating obsession with our childhood passions was caveman masculine until the dames ruined it. Pablo Hidalgo mocking fandom, mocking everyone who has loved Star Wars since they were children, who still love Star Wars well into adulthood. This is the man who comes up with the names. This is the man who gives story beats. This is the man who coaches dialogue. This is the man who is responsible for a lot of what we see on the screen right now when we go to see a Star Wars movie. And this is a man spitting in the face of fandom. If this wasn't bad enough, suddenly John Kasdan, the writer, the screenwriter of Solo, a Star Wars story, came out with this gem. Sorry to have brought identity/gender politics into. Nope, not sorry at all. This kid thinks he's Demi Lovato. Sorry, not sorry. What are you, a teenage girl? Because I think the galaxy George gave birth to in 1977 is big enough for everyone. Straight, gay, black, white, brown, Twi'lek, Sulstan, Wookiee, droid, anything in between. Droid rights, this idiot says. Droid rights. We are sentient. No, they are not sentient. They're not. They have no rights. They are robots. Stop lying. This is the man who declared that Lando Calrissian, a character from Empire Strikes Back, Lando Calrissian is pansexual. This is the perfect message to put out about a movie that you are trying to explain is for children. It's for children. So it's for children, but let's talk about how Lando Calrissian, beloved scoundrel, traitor, friend of Han Solo nevertheless, sometimes reliable, wants to have sex with his robots. A great message for Memorial Day, and all of that. Now, fans have reacted with fury, rage, confusion, a mixture of all of those things. And indeed, led by Comic Artist Pro Secrets and channels like mine, but especially mine, we have responded by driving down the want to see ratings on Rotten Tomatoes. This is the only way that we can reach these people. The only way that we can send a message is ways like this. That's it. All we can do is say, hey, 60% of us are staying home. We're joining Gabriel in the soy cot. We're joining Gabriel in this boycott of this movie because it no longer reflects anyone's values. It has now become a perverse vehicle for Hollywood to look in the mirror at itself. It no longer represents middle America. It no longer represents people like Gabriel. It no longer represents anyone but the weirdos in Hollywood. This is enough. This is enough. This is not something that we want to happen to Star Wars. And go ahead and do it all you want, but we are going to respond. They scoffed. They scoffed, and they threw numbers in our faces. And they said, I'm sorry, how does it feel to know that this movie is projected right now to make $170 million in its opening weekend? You guys have no effect. How does it feel to know that you guys have no effect on this movie? You can cry all you want. You can be crybabies. You can divide the fandom. You can be toxic, but we're not hearing you. Okay, we're not going to hear you. We're not going to listen to you. We're going to do just fine. We're going to do whatever we want to do. This movie's going to make oodles and noodles of money, whether it's good or not. Yeah. That was the arrogance with which you greeted fandom. The scorn, the belittlement, the media manipulation games to keep us quiet. Well, now witness the power of this fully operational and pissed off fandom. Boom. Down 15%. Revised. Box Office Pro revises their 3-day projection down to $120 million. Down from $150 million. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Is Star Wars as strong as ever? Is Star Wars strong without its fans? That's what Disney Lucasfilm is going to find out this weekend. Yeah, a substantial portion of your fandom has been turned away. Turned away. They don't want it anymore. You didn't listen to them. You dispirited them. You made fun of them. You mocked, belittled their characters. You humiliated Luke Skywalker, Han Solo. You planned to disgrace and embarrass Lando Calrissian in this movie to suit your own little weirdo Hollywood whims, your own little fetishes. And guess what? People like Gabriel aren't going to show up. And I'll bet you there are a lot more people like Gabriel than there are people like John Kasdan. I'm afraid that's going to prove to be the case. And this is just the beginning of the decline. This is just the beginning of the decline. Get down on your knees, apologize to the fans, stop it, knock it off right now. Open up your ears and your big old round head, your smirking round head, and listen to what the fans are telling you. Or you won't have any more. Yeah, this franchise is only as valuable as we allow it to be. Remember that.